Greetings in the name of Yahusha HaMashiach, Melech of Yasharal, Kahan forever, according to the order of Melchizedek. All esteem, honor, and glory unto our Lua, Yahuwah. This is Melech Shalama Trading. Right now I'm in a live trade, and I want to just detail that right now I basically went off tilt trying to capture this distribution structure here at Camarilla R3, and I took some trades before here where this looked like a distribution was forming right here, right? So I took a couple trades, got stopped out, took a couple trades in this one, got stopped out, and now we're actually at a more like a A plus setup where the Camarilla R3 level is involved, and now still in this short trade here, and basically oversized on this trade as well. So just being completely transparent that sometimes I revenge trade and I go off tilt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So these are evaluation accounts. So it's not like I'm losing real money, but yet still the discipline is a little off right here today. Because let's just go back to the full structure of the trade. So basically what I'm looking at here is at the weekly levels, weekly Camarilla S3 and weekly central pivot. We had this heavy liquidity area here where price found support. We had big buyers coming in, big volume. We had the buying spikes and stuff like that from the volume pressure imbalance and the volume pressure. Big buying bubble taking us up, right? All the way up. We're pushing through liquidity. Liquidity is coming in on the bid, supporting price as we push up. So basically, I kind of force the distribution structure analysis, right? So with so much confluence of like a uptrend, right? Um, basically, I kind of force this trade a little bit. So if I was supposed to take this trade, I'm not supposed to take these trades around these levels, right? Because we're just breaking out of yesterday's high, and we're finding basically selling exhaustion right here, or absorption, right? Buyers are absorbing the sellers. We have this big selling bubble right here on volume, and it did not push down. So we took it up from there, got stopped out, fought it a little bit, and basically came back here, retested. The bid came in, labeled that the automatic reaction, but yeah. So basically push back up, retested above. The bid is stepping up higher as well. And now this is where I'm supposed to be actually looking for the distribution structure to take place, right? But all these trades here is kind of fighting the trend a little bit, right? So now we're actually seeing where the possible distribution is taking place at the proper resistance level, which is Camarilla R3. So I should have waited to take these trades all around these levels here, right? So still I was kind of early to this trade, although it broke above, right? So this is a clean setup here. Although I had to wait in the trade a little bit in this consolidation, we broke above Camarilla R3, creating the upthrust, right? As we start breaking down, I start entering the trades. I actually entered here before as well. So this is a bad entry. We basically tested under this liquidity level, pushed up again. This is a good entry right here. This is a good entry. These are good entries, right? So these were supposed to get stopped out on the upthrust after distribution. I could possibly enter here again at these failed buy attempts. You see that there's basically small buying bubbles up here at the best offer, basically getting absorbed, right? Up here, we have a buying attempt up here, running into liquidity and basically not pushing through, right? So we see sellers trying to take control, but not it's not very aggressive. Like there's not big bubbles coming down here, so it's still at risk for buyers to take it up from this level, seeing that there's some selling exhaustion around this level at my entry and take it up to these stops, right? But now we're seeing that it could be possible buying exhaustion here. So we have a lower high. If this maintains, then we should start pushing down to these levels, take out these liquidity levels here at 63.20 and start moving down, right? So this bid here has been in and out, trying to support price or trying to spoof price to push back up. But we may take out this liquidity here if this holds, right? So this is basically the top of the range. We're seeing that sellers are absorbing the buyers here at the top of the range, but this could also be consolidation for the buyers to kind of reaccumulate and take it up into my stops. So um, let's see which one actually takes place. So we have Iceberg sellers more prominent than the Iceberg buyers. We have 68 Iceberg buyers here, 52. We have 29, 7, 14, and 25. Actually, the Iceberg buyers are more in volume. These are just more in numbers, right? So we have an Iceberg executing here again. So we had a little push above this lower high right here from this level, right? So that's showing by an exhaustion right there. Now we're seeing bids, I mean, liquidity starting to come in on the offer, right? This has stayed in the book. This hasn't gotten broken. This here absorbed this price action, came off the book. These here are still staying in the book. This kind of absorbed this buyer right here. And now we're getting this first markdown basically of the liquidity on the offer trying to press down price. So this guy here, he pulled, but he pulled a little bit away from his initial order. So it's 134 on the bid right there. So let's see if we're gonna attack this level. And again, this is basically bad discipline here on my part, right? So even if this trade works out, it's still like a C minus trade, basically. And still not seeing the sellers. We're getting higher lows, exhaustion on the bid, the best bid right there. Seeing that exhaustion right there. Small bubbles on the sell side, bigger buy bubbles coming in. Right, so this guy is coming back in here on the offer. We have NQ have sellers coming in. Volume volume pressure imbalance is to the sell side. Let's just take a quick look over here. Right, so we have basically NQ is rejecting off of this liquidity here, already selling off. So let's see if the ES is gonna follow. Right, so I have the volume pressure imbalance here on the sub chart. It's now going into the sell side, turning into purple from green. This is volume pressure, lighter purple right there. So it's now going to the sell side. We have selling pressure. The volume isn't too good though. You see it's falling volume right there. Still coming down though. So we're gonna run into this liquidity here. See they're stepping up on the bid. 44 stops coming out again. So at the bottom of this range, you can see my entry here is that red line, right? So we're basically retesting the bottom of that range and finding more sellers. We got to come into this liquidity here at 63.20. This is going to be first upper deviation as well. Maybe we might retest first upper deviation and find buyers. Now the volume is starting to push up above to these levels here comparative to this volume bubble. So we're looking like we're having good selling here. The bid is bidding up, trying to support it. All right, we have volume coming in, still not taking on this liquidity. We have an iceberg executing here. We have buying absorption 139. Right now we have the volume breaking through that liquidity. Let's see if we could flush through, come down here to 63.1850. We have the volume pressure imbalance now going down to crossing the threshold and spiking, turning green. And that's sometime indicative of a reversal. But let's see if we stay in the threshold of sellers, the selling threshold area. We're still seeing volume increasing. Now gonna look at this volume, see what it's gonna do. So this volume here is higher than this one. Selling is still pushing to the downside. First upper deviation coming up now at 63.1850. 54 stops coming out. Right, so this volume is falling off a little bit. Let me just turn on the desktop so you could hear the market pulse.
Boom. Sweep NQ sellers. Stop run NQ sell wipeout.
So now I have to make a decision. Am I gonna take the break-even profit here, or am I gonna try and stay in this trade? So let's open this up a little bit. So we have buyers taking it back up to this level here at 63.1925. And let's see if we get more sellers coming in at this level, or if buyers continue to try and take it back up to my entry point. My first target here is at 63.15, right there just above this liquidity at yesterday's high. So let's see if we're going to revisit yesterday's high. Now, if we do start pushing down from this level here, let's say that's a shallow retracement, I'll start moving my stop down to this level here. So let's move our stops down to this level. So it's either going to be a big winner or a break even on the day. And if it's a break even, I probably deserve that because I broke a bunch of rules and stuff. So if it doesn't work out, that's fine. The good thing about it is that I broke even. If I do get stopped out somewhere around here, it's like a small loss on the day. All right, buyers coming back in, looking like it may stop me out, maybe a small loss. You see, we're already at 50 on the break even. All right, stop just below my stop. All right, so liquidity stepping up on the bid here at 63.16. Target is 63, let's see, 63.15.25 at yesterday's high. So that's the first partial. See the volume pressure imbalance is still to the sell side right there. It's still in purple. This is basically around the mean area. So it's coming back around to the mean area. Let's see if we get our flush down to this liquidity area right here and get our target. I don't know if y'all heard that, but somebody going crazy outside in New York City. Damn, he sound big mad. I think it's a road rage incident happening outside my window. All right, so basically we had a volume pressure spike right there, coming down to this liquidity zone right here, looking like a little maybe some buying absorption here. Sellers getting absorbed by these passive buyers. It'll be unfortunate if I don't get my target right there and they step in and just buy it up from there. But should I move down my target to the $50 break even? Let's see. If we get a turnaround from this level here, this is where buyers made an attempt. And let's see if sellers start pushing it down. If they start pushing it down from this level, then I'll move my stop down.
Boom. Sweep NQ buyers.
So we may take out this liquidity here. Buyers may take out this liquidity.
Bang. Absorption gold sellers. Tracking. Iceberg gold buy. Boom. Sweep ES buyers. Boom. Sweep gold buyers. Bang. Absorption gold buyers.
All right, so we have some aggressive buyers coming in here. I think it's gonna stop me out.
Boom. Sweep ES
Right.
buyers.
So minus 200 on the day, and I basically deserve that. I don't really deserve no profit on the day because of these bad trades I took. All right, y'all. So it's Melek Shalama trading, just showing some
Bang.
transparency,
Absorption
going
gold
off tilt a
buyers.
little bit, making some bad decisions. If I had taken
Bang.
the proper trade,
Absorption
then I
gold
could have
sellers.
executed this actual trade that actually brought me back from the loss. Right. So the distribution happened here at Camarilla R3. This is where I was supposed to be stalking the short trade. I entered before on a bunch of shorts and kind of incurred a bunch of losses. So that's what you get for breaking the rules. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. It's Malek Shalama trading. Y'all trade safe and shalom.